Hello everyone, this is Father the Ever-Chosen, back as the Tomb Kings in Total War Warhammer 2, and we're going to do another quick battle. I'm recording this battle moments after ending the last one, so everything's still fresh in my mind from the victory earlier with Katep, so hopefully we can keep winning. This time, depending on the map, if it's another wide open map like the last one, I may bring Katep again. Just because, putting him on the Casket of Souls, he's going to get to rain death, the whole time. And he's got some good support magic. But, looking at it, yeah, it's a pretty open map. But we're going to be going up against Wood Elves. So maybe Katep isn't the best choice. Maybe... We probably won't see Khalida, but maybe just a standard Tomb King up on a Khemri War Sphinx. We'll keep him with his abilities, and let's give him Scorpion armor. I know it's expensive, but that damage resistance is very helpful. And I don't think the Amulet of Pasta is important enough, the minus to the armor. Unless we were going against, a bunch of, a bunch of tree people, a bunch of tree men and such, but I doubt that's what they're going to be bringing. So let's grab some basic skeleton warriors, the King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion. We'll grab 2 regular Tomb Guard. And then let's bring a Necrotech. We'll keep him with his abilities. Give him the Elixir of Might. And we'll grab a Lich Priest of Light and leave him with Banishment and the Net. And Neferata's Scroll of Mighty Incantations. We'll grab the Blessed Legion, a small amount of archers, and we're going to have to grab... Let's grab a Khemrian War Sphinx and a Chariot. So we'll have the War Sphinx up there supporting the Lord, and the Chariot up there with the Lord as well. The Necrotech, hopefully he can support those units with some minor healing. This is really going to come down to the Lord and the Khemrian War Sphinx and their high armor stat. As long as my opponent doesn't bring, a crazy amount of archers, if their army is all archers and they've got like a Sister of the Thorn, but I'm assuming it's going to be a pretty standard Wood Elf army. I'm sure there'll be some people over here, so we'll probably end up deploying on this side to, cut out the use of the forest. The only thing that I could see, if they brought a bunch of tree men, they could just slap them in the middle of the forest there. I think in the end that would be bad for them. Not that they know it, but having that banishment, even though the tree men aren't going to suffer terribly from it, they will suffer enough. And without crazy wind spells, they have access to Flock of Doom, which, Flock of Doom could hit all these guys, but they don't have, a Wind of Death, any of the wind spells. So I can line everybody up just in a line. Is he on foot? Yep. So he'll be on foot. he'll be marching with the troops. We'll keep the Lich Priest here, and we'll move this way. So, immediately we'll shift our battle lines, start moving people. We're going to grab as much power as we can early. There's no reason not to. Start going in back. They do have Wild Hunters of Kurnos. They do have a Sisters of the Thorn. Let's net her. Have her take as much damage as I can get. Early on, these Dryads are going to be doing pretty poorly in the end. I know the Wild Hunters of Kurnos are definitely more suited against the chariots, but I don't really have a choice to not use them in this capacity. Alright, let's get him involved over here. We'll move the line down. And let's pull these units forward. Keep the Lich Priest. And the Wild Hunters of Kurnos now have been decimated. My lord's in here. We gotta retarget. Net her yet again. Alright, let's reform the line. Necrotech. That wasn't what I wanted to use. I thought the chariots were constructs. Makes sense that they're not. And the Necrotech. Nope, that's not listed in the constructs either, which is unfortunate. Their lord up here in the sky has been taking just an absolute beating and isn't really suffering, which is kind of annoying. Let's move our... Just want that. Need my lord back here.
Onward, legions!
Where is my priest? Drop the punishment back here. Good. He's taking plenty of damage. Start targeting these Sisters of the Thorn. Alright, my lord. Let's get the Necrotech in here. The Lich Priest definitely needs to pull back. I really need my lord to stay alive. Can you keep moving and not get bogged down by very basic troops? Let's grab some more Winds of Magic. We're gonna keep that saved for now. Unfortunately, does look like we're gonna have to commit troops that we probably aren't gonna want to. Let's pull this Necro Snakes back. Nope. You guys in. There we are. Necrosphinx is back online. Very important. And we're going to need to just commit these troops. The Necro Sphinx is going to do fine. Hopefully he can tear down this Spellsinger of Life. Let's keep these guys moving. Nope, we need you guys moving this way. And the Necrotech's going to have to just get back in here. Alright. And on top of that, this is the highest concentration of troops. That banishment. Oh, and it just hovered for a minute. That's awesome. So, up to 80 kills. Great. Keep everybody moving. Ooh. Where is our Necrosphinx? If I can get him close to the Necrotech, I might be able to keep him around. And if I can do that... Alright. We need to have our regular troops get back in there. Nope, he wasn't able to save him. Should still be fine. We still got our Lich Priest. We haven't hit our healing cap yet, which is very good. Nope, need you in there. Need you to make sure troops come back. So at this point, they've got the treemen back there, which are going to be an issue, or could turn into an issue. But other than that, you know, I'm going to get, you know, my Ushapti summon here in just a moment. Pop them down right here. Hopefully they can gum up these troops enough. Alright, you guys just need to start killing. Pull my caster back. If I lose the caster, it still won't be the end of the world. We've still got the Necrotech. These Ushapti getting summoned right in here is, you know, definitely needed to happen. They've got some ammunition left. Definitely not as much as they want. I'll start moving you guys that way. Sure, have them waste all their ammunition on my, you know, archers that are spent. And I've still got one very healthy and another pretty healthy. There we go. Hopefully we can get these Ushapti moving in there. This Necrotech should be more than a match for this Spellsinger. These Ushapti, I'm hoping to stay around just a little bit longer. I really need them because once, alright, let's regenerate some more power. Alright, those Dryads are gonna be pretty screwed. Alright. They've got plenty of ammunition, which is unfortunate. We're going to pull our caster back. I really don't want those Dryads coming back, but they're going to be so far away. I don't think I'm going to get enough for another banishment. But getting enough to net these guys, you know, net these Glade Guard with Starfire Shaft. Alright. Fine. If those cavalry want to go and take on... Alright. There we go. We net them. And they lost. Perfect. Sweet. I'm feeling really good about that. You You know, that's 2 victories down in the first 2 battles. Looking at this, you know, again, like I said, if they had brought an all tree man army, then honestly, you know, the chariot might not have been effective, you know, save for against dryads. But I still think that the Tomb Guard and the King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion would have been good. This Lich Priest getting those 89 kills, you know, 2 banishments, just devastating. You know, their Glade Lord was able to take a punishment from my archers, so maybe better targeting with the archers. But, you know, these Wild Hunters of Kurnos getting 6 kills. You know, I'm going to check the price point on those. But, you know, 91 kills on the Khemri War Sphinx. Would have liked to have kept it around just a little bit longer. The Skeleton Chariot, you know, I had to use it to protect my flank from the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. You know, this is a 600 point unit. The Wild Hunters of Kurnos, we'll go look. Battles, custom, Wood Elves. Wild Hunters of Kurnos are a 1,500 point unit. You know, so 1,500 points for 6 kills, and they ended up getting stopped by, you know, some... Where are the 2 kings? You know, 475 skeleton archers, and okay, it's 800 for the skeleton chariot. So, you know, trash that. 800. You know, this stopped their Wild Hunters of Kurnos, which, yeah, all of this put together is, of course, more than just the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. You know, 10,900. So I mean, it's about 1,000 points more here. But you know, those Wild Hunters of Kurnos, if they hadn't been stopped by the skeleton chariots, could have killed all of these archers. So I think the Necrotech, you know, for a minute there I was worried not putting him on a chariot, but I think on foot he did just fine. You know, I don't know if I would have changed anything about that. Don't get my board trapped. You know, if I could have kept him around for a little bit longer. But, you know, King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion. Trash them. You know, you compare. You've got King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion has 35 more armor, 10 more leadership, 5 melee attack, 8 melee defense. They've got poison attack, and the Skeleton Spearmen have charged defense against large. The King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion have expert charge defense. You know, they've got 5 AP and 14 anti-large and 6 AP versus 14 anti-large. You know, so the King Nikesh's Scorpion Legion were good, and I think nope, they're both silver shields as well. So these were good. Of course, Tomb Guard can be expensive, but just bringing those 2, you know, really changes the game, you know. And here, we'll trash them real quick. You compare the Skeleton Spears to the Skeleton Warriors. Obviously, the Warriors are going to do a little more damage, but that the charge defense versus large, the anti-large, the 8 additional melee defense. I mean, 30 isn't bad. You know, you go and you compare that to the vampire counts. Actually, I think it's the same. So comparing the 2 skeletal spears, the skeleton spears of the Tomb Kings have 10 less armor, 3 less speed, and 1 less charge bonus. But, you know, I feel like they hold so much better. 10 silver shield, maybe that's it. Yep, bronze shield. You know, they've got the charge defense against large, but that going from that bronze shield, which is only what 45, no 35, to 55% of small arms fire is huge, and I think that definitely puts the Tomb Kings ahead. So, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed the 2 battles that I put out today. 2 victories as the Tomb Kings. Hopefully we can keep that going. And by the end, I hope I can try all the lords, you know, including Khalida. I know she's probably the least picked lord, you know, but she does have some interesting abilities. You know, Venom Wave can really be helpful. The Blessing of Asaph for, you know, putting the Blessing of Asaph on like a bone giant, or on the Ushapti with great bows, or the Chosen of the Gods can be really helpful. And you know, the Venom Staff, yeah, it's a hit or miss item. I think it might be able to drop in its price point, but you do get 2 charges of it. So maybe lower the cooldown to 90 seconds. But you know, hopefully by the end I can use all the lords, and more than likely I'll keep this to the 2 video release schedule. It's not too taxing on me, especially with not being at work right now. Once I go back to work, things will of course change, but you know, one way that you guys can change that is, you know, getting the channel out there, getting more subscribers. And the more subscribers that I have, the more incentive that I have to do this. And obviously I don't do this as a full-time job, but if it ever got to that point, of course I would. You know, I enjoy this game quite thoroughly. So thank you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, share it around. And if you enjoy what I put out on the channel, please subscribe. Thank you guys. And as always, I've been Father of the Ever-Chosen.